This is Barnstable Today for Wednesday, February 18th. Welcome aboard. I'm Mark Mumford. And just a quick reminder that the meetings we cover are available on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
The Charter Commission budget is growing thin as the publication date approaches. That's our main focus today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Friel.
Last evening, the Charter Commission convened in the Selectmen's Conference Room on the second floor of Town Hall for the first of two sessions on consecutive nights.
The members of the Commission are now engaged in the tedious business of going through the 40-plus page document draft line by line.
However, prior to launching that effort last night, Charter Commission Chair Richard Clark provided an update on the Commission's budget as it stands right now. The draft of the charter is due for publication in the Barnstable Patriot on Friday the 27th. However, there is still discussion on whether or not to also publish the draft in the Cape Cod Times and the new Barnstable Enterprise. Charter Commission member Lucien Poyant expounded on the notion that in this case, more is better. Charter Commission Chair Richard Clark gave Commission member Greg Milne the task of approaching his fellow town councilors in regard to appropriating an additional $2,000 or so to defray the cost of additional publication.
Don't forget, you can find the archived Charter Commission meetings on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
Meanwhile, the town's Coastal Resources Committee continues to work through its first year in existence.
We sat down with Coastal Resources Special Projects Coordinator Tom Lavin to get a feel for just how things are going. Tom, this is the second time we've had you on, and you're going to continue our discussion on the Coastal Resources Committee. Why don't you tell our viewers at home about the Coastal Resources Committee first?
Sure. Just a quick refresher. The Coastal Resources Committee is a temporary committee. It's formed for 18 months to update the Camp Dresser McGee 1988 through 1991 report, and also address the issue of harbor management planning within 3 bays mainly, and also Centerville's River.
How long have you been working on this committee?
I started working with the committee as an intern back in the summer. It was June or so, and started working, as committee it's a consultant special projects coordinator starting in September.
And this committee is kind of a conglomeration of different members of other committees. Could you tell us a little bit about the dynamic of the committee?
Sure. The goal of the committee is to have all of the stakeholders, shareholders represented in the people who are sitting there present, so that all voices are heard. And so to accomplish that, we have people, regulatory officials from across the town, from for example, Conservation Commission, Waterways Committee, Shellfish committees, and then we also have people who are from the businesses in the area who work as marina owners. Then we also have folks who work as shellfish grant holders and recreational shellfishers, and so we have property owners as well too. So we have the full spectrum present in the debate.
Yep. So you're seeing every stakeholder's viewpoints when it comes to coastal resources.
Yep.
It's a fairly real important document that you guys are updating. Could you speak a little bit about the harbor management plan and what has gone into that?
Sure. So far, it's the harbor management plan. It's the town is embarking upon that journey now, and we've done a lot of preparation work in the town to go into that. And right now, it's looking like more of a local approach to the issue versus like a state certified approach, which is also an option, but obviously not closed out at this point. But we have to have all of our local steps in place first before we could even approach the state certified steps. So right now we're making the recommendations and all the things that need to be addressed that the town hasn't addressed, or maybe needs to take the next step to address. Maybe, they've done work with it and just need to finish that off, or maybe they're there. There are some things where they're right in line. So we just need to fill those gaps and make those recommendations as necessary.
When is the committee going to disband?
November 2009. That's when we're expected to have in our finished piece, our finished work to the council.
Just recently, Mr. Bob Jones, who was on the committee, gave a presentation to the town council as an update of where the committee has been, and you've given us that so far today. Where are you guys going now? Sure. As you finish up your last 9 months or so?
We've safely could say now that we've just about finished all of our data gathering and all of our information gathering, and we've got all that data to update all the stuff that we need to update. And the next step is pulling all of that together and putting that piece together. That I had referenced before. So we're in the writing process now. We're in the building process and evaluating what it is we're putting together.
And that's on your shoulders. Are you actually doing the writing of this document, or?
As of right now, I'm going to be channeling everything that the committee has to say.
Right. Right.
So that's the capacity that I'm going to be working in.
Right.
I'll do legwork and remedial tasks, if you will, like gathering the numbers and giving them the kind of information that they need to make the policy. The background information that they need to make the recommendations.
There are 3 meetings here in town this evening.
The Highness Main Street Waterfront Historic District Committee will gather in the School Administration Building, while at the same time the Charter Commission will be meeting for the second night in a row in the Selectmen's Conference Room.
Both of those sessions at 7, and then rounding things out is the Shellfish Committee meeting over in the MEA Conference Room off Finney's Lane at 7:30.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll meet you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.